Also, can we just talk about Mr. Lisp as well in those scenes, like in that throne room? Like, what is his goal?
Yeah.
Like, what is he trying to do?
Because he's
Like,
trying to make this army of like kids of like world leaders, right? That's the thing. Like the titular spy kids, which we'll get into title talk. It's not Carmen and Judy. They're not the spy kids. The spy kids is this like evil robot program that like Floop's building, right?
Yes.
And he needs this like AI thing called the third brain, which is just so fucking stupid.
And also like how like Antonio Banderas like used to work on that project or something. Like it's so ridiculous.
The most like it's so funny because the costume design's so good in this movie, but for some reason they gave them the most like generic like white lab coats as like scientists. Like you can so clearly tell they ran out of money.
It's great. It's great.
But like for some reason he wants to have these kids like be the children of world leaders, but we actually don't know what his end goal is. We just presume it like means world domination or something like that.
That's a pretty fucked up thing though, to replace children.
What was he gonna do with the kids? Like just imprison them? Or
that's
like,
what I mean. Like what do they do?
Yeah. Oh, but dude, that was the funniest thing in this movie. Easily the funniest part of this movie was the very end of the film where we see what happens to the spy kids. There's a scene.
I thought it was kind of sweet. I loved that, like, because we go back to Floop's TV show and Jimmy's watching it, and Alan Cummings like, now we've got more special guests. You know, we got rid of the Fluglies, which are like, you know, the special agents that I like literally just like remodeled in my weird like 3D printer. But here are my spy kids, basically.
Yeah.
And he brings them in, and their eyes do the thing.
Yeah.
They're like the static eyes. Like they're,
I fucking laughed at the end of this movie where like we find out what happens to them. And there's a scene where one of the robot kids is like helping one of the firefighters, like rescue someone from like a building. And one of the spy kids just turns to the camera and gives like the most like stale thumbs up I think I've ever seen in my life. It's just so stupid. Oh, I love it. Like, I want these spy kids in society now, Brenton.
Could you imagine though, like, you know, if you're like, you call the police or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, like,
I've been robbed, help.
Like a bank robbery is going down, right? And you're like, oh gosh, I hope they send the SWAT teams over. And then like 6 spy kids rock up.
Oh my
you're
God.
Like, what the heck? What is going on?
Have you seen Inside Man with Denzel Washington about like the bank heist?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
No,
okay, imagine like a really serious Spike Lee film. You know, Denzel Washington's got to prevent like these terrorists are, you know, robbing a bank, all that kind of shit. He's standing out there, there's a whole SWAT team. And then Denzel gets the phone call. He's like, we're bringing him back up. And then out rocks like 6 fucking spy kids just like.
Yeah, but they jet foot in there. Like they just like land.
Oh my God.
And they got their weird dog tags and like the grey suits or whatever. And you're just like, okay. And then they just start wrecking shit. And you're like, wow, I don't think these are human.
Oh my God. Yeah.